Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back here to the Beyond Dusk SMP. Today we're going to be tackling this throne room behind us here, hopefully some others as well, but this is definitely going to be the first room that I want to go ahead and smash out. So I already have a design in my head how I want the floor pattern to go. I've already started making up some materials as well for that, so let's go ahead and we can just go ahead and jump straight into the build here. Okay, so the design in my head, this here will be our center block here, so let's go ahead and place kind of like a stair facing that way, I suppose. And I think we're gonna have to do this like 3 wide just so it keeps everything nice and centered. We'll go ahead and grab some black glazed terracotta. I'll try and redesign this later on. I'll just get these blocks placed first and then we can come back and have a look at like kind of tying them all together. Alright, so I'm not 100% sold on this yet, but I think that's something that we'll end up doing for the pattern anyways. So we'll kind of come in through here with some black glazed terracotta. Black glaze terracotta. I'll fix up these little patterns here. I don't know how exactly I'll get it sorted, but we'll change up those a little bit. We'll get these kind of sitting a little bit nicer as well. And then I think if we have some deep slate redstone there on the corner, I think that will turn out pretty cool as well. And then I think if we just keep wrapping these around like how we've been doing it, so we put that one in there and then we do another 2 in there, I believe. Then we can come back across with the glazed terracotta and then we can tie it off with some stairs on the back, and then we'll probably just go ahead and just use some regular stone on the corners here as well. There we go, so that'll be like 1/2 of the thing done, everything there, and then we can cruise this all the way up as well. I think I'll end up extending this pattern. I'm going to have to go get some more red terracotta because I didn't end up cooking that much, but we'll go ahead and do that as well. And I think I'll continue this pattern like up and along here, and I'll probably extend this middle section so we end up having like 1 more in this area so we can build our giant throne at the end there as well. And then for this area, I'm thinking I'll just probably go tidy up this kind of area, so I might end up blocking that in a little bit and making that a little bit nicer, maybe with some giant cross beams or something like that. And then we're definitely gonna have a few big chandeliers in here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and smash up the rest of this floor here, and I'll see you guys back when it's all done. So there we have it guys, everything is all laid out. It took a little bit longer than I anticipated to get this done. So I wasn't sure on the pattern I will lay these out in. I was kind of thinking that maybe if I like how these lines here kind of meet up, and if we kind of do something like this, then they'll all be like that kind of direction, or if we can do kind of get them to match up like that, so like they'll kind of swirl in and around. I think that might be our best option here, so I think it will go just to kind of link up and zigzag all the way up and around. But for the meantime, this is what we've got going on, and I think it'll look really good once we have our big throne in probably about here. Like I kind of want to make it like this big massive kind of area here, and then maybe we could put some like trophies or something, or like we'll design our banner or something as well. I think that would look cool. Make some banners, hang them off, and try and make maybe a big version. I guess I'll get some materials here to start working on the throne, and we can try and lay something out for that. So I've gone ahead and grabbed some deep slate for the throne itself, and I got some dyed blocks as well, because where else are we going to flex with that? We might end up putting them in the chandeliers, or we could like put them to cap off the throne itself, but we'll see how we go. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of shape I want to have, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay out like a general chair shape and then come back in and try and, fine tune a little bit. So now it's time to start working on the throne itself. I went through a few different variations and kind of settled on a simplistic design, I suppose. I just kind of use the different variations of the deep slate block itself, and coming back to cap it off with some mob heads and some diamond blocks in the center there, just for a little bit of flex, I guess. It'd be cool to switch those out to netherite bricks at one stage, but we'll see how we go with the rest of the season here. From there, it was time to start working on the guards themselves. Now, I originally want to go ahead with these 2 kind of standard statues you guys have probably seen before on the left and right side of the throne themselves, but they were kind of pretty large and they kind of underwhelmed the throne itself. So I thought about rotating them and put them more into the middle of the throne room itself, and kind of giving them these like red robes, I guess, to kind of hand out and have over their hands, kind of like offerings and stuff like that. And then while I was looking up designs for some like, you know, statues and stuff, I found these really cool like little tiny guards. I kind of came up with my own variations of these ones here, but they are pretty similar to what we had, what I found as well. I'll try and leave those in the description as well, so you can go ahead and check out the credit of the original guy. And yeah, I just went ahead and added in 2 of these either side of the throne itself, just kind of like some more protection in here. It was time to start finishing off the roof itself, and I was trying to hide all this cobblestone and tough blocks, so I just went ahead and added some copper blocks and some deep slate blocks as well, just to kind of finish off that whole area with some trapdoors covering up the like wall side of it. Of course, did the same thing on the other side as well, and now it's time to start working on these chandeliers. Now I kind of went with a pretty simple design again, I think, using some deep slate, some diamond blocks there with some chains and lanterns, and I think I used a couple of wooden posts at the end as well, just to kind of finish it off and change a little bit more of that texturing. I'm really happy with the way these turned out. I ended up adding 2 of these in this room, and I think it's enough to keep the whole area lit up. It kind of all works together as well. Alrighty guys, let's zoom in here to add in the final touches of the banner placements on the side just here. Let's go around this side as well, and last one, boom. Nice. I think this turned out really cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. I kind of like the trimming that I did up there with the spruce logs. It kind of just helped tie these 2 sections together because it looked pretty like flat, I guess, and kind of like a weird transition between like the stone and the copper blocks up there. So I think that there helps a little bit as well. We might need to add a little bit more lighting around the place just to like kind of add a little bit, but these are kind of the chandelier designs. I think they came out pretty cool. Used a bit of diamond blocks up there, you know, just to flex a little bit that I have just some diamond, you know, chilling out, ready to use. But it's cool to have like this back row in here, like netherite blocks or something like that. I think that would look pretty cool. But for the meantime, these are looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way this all turned out. I might add a fair few more of these guards around the place too, you know, just kind of sprinkled in here and there, you know, protecting the area, and maybe some like bigger statues out the front as well. I think that could look pretty cool. But yeah, I think this room's pretty much done. We might do a little bit here on this section just to add a little bit more into the area, but for now I think it's looking pretty nice because we have this tower here on this side that's kind of like interfering with that kind of area, so eventually we'll be able to come in and go up there as well if we ever want to, but for now I think it's turned out pretty cool, and I guess we can go ahead and sit on our throne up here as well. Wow, look at us, bowler. There's that sunrise coming through that glass that I was telling you guys about earlier on in the video, but I think we might go ahead and wrap this one just up here, guys. I think I'll try and get like a room done, a episode from here on out, maybe try and smash out some of those smaller ones together, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one at all. Don't forget that like button and subscribe if you did, and I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Later.